Hello and welcome to another episode of Hunter Call of the Wild. We have travelled back to our outpost that we found at the start, and for this episode we've brought along our little friend with us. You may see down there it says idling. Somewhere we have our bloodhound. Now when bloodhounds first came into the game, I found them to be more of a pain in the backside than any help at all. It would appear they have been improved. Been watching my friend Schwardo do his hunting experience, and he takes a bloodhound with him, and it seems to be alright. So, I'd like you to meet Steffi. We give her a little pet. See, she's alright. She's called Steffi. She's named after my old Rottweiler, hence why she's got the dark brown coat with the white patches, because it's more rotty looking. But yeah, Steph's going to come along with us. Hopefully she's going to help us do some tracking. That's about all they're good for. Back in the day, you had to do all that yourself. But if you have a good tracking dog, then, you know, you're already one step ahead. So hopefully she's going to follow us and behave. She is a she. We did purchase a female. So the main focus of today's episode, today's quest, is going to be to find footprints from 3 different blacktail deer. So that's why we came back to the outpost. If I bring up our menu, we've got this whole area of Balmont to look for our blacktails, but from experience, generally the blacktail are around this way and over here. I mean, they do come everywhere. You will find all animals in all places. They have been spread out a bit more of recent updates. Now we're going to put a marker down on that outpost there. We're going to head towards that outpost. We'll try and come in along this water's edge. Once we get to the outpost, we're going to cut across to Balmont Lake. This is a great source for a variety of deer and elk and moose and ducks. Just down from the outpost as well is another little hunting spot that you can pop up. Let's just get binos out. I mean, this can be quite fruitful here for blacktail and whitetail. I think we've got another moose down over there. Always moose, look at them. Couple of need zones added in. Like I say, I always find moose. I play this game on PC, I play this game on console, and always I have a map full of moose. But we're not worried about them at the minute. Like I say, we haven't got the right ammo for them, we have not got the right caliber rifle, but we'll mark them up. And also, if you find that you have moose, using that as a feed zone or a drink zone, odds are, at the correct time of day for them, you will find a whitetail or something like that in that area as well. We're not going to bother getting that. Now, if you purchase them, you will get a little XP, but we'd rather keep our money. We're saving up. We're going to want to buy lots of polymer-tipped rifle ammo. Now around here is also a pretty good spot for finding bears. And again, we don't really have the right caliber. What you found, mate? Where are you? Come on, keep up. In the past, the bloodhound always got in the way whenever you... So their drink time must have finished. Looks like they're heading out. Got a female here. She's alert. She knows we're about. So we're not worried about the moose too much. We're just going to ignore them. Happily tag them up and have their zones, by all means. But we do not need them. And then across the other side again, we've got even more moose. And there was another one running away over there. We have moose absolutely everywhere. We have a female bear. Black bear now strolling in. She's alright. She's not fussed. We don't have anything for her either. There we go, another drink zone triggered for moose. And this is why we end up with a map full of moose, because all I find are moose, and then more moose come in on us. But we will eventually get some different animals. These ones we've already triggered. He's got quite a nice rack on him. On a moose, they're called a plate. And another moose drinking zone. So we've arrived at our next little outpost. We'll get this triggered up. And then this will provide us with another fast travel point. All very handy for getting about. Plus we'll get a little bit of XP from it. I've marked up our next point of interest. So that's where we're heading. Hopefully we'll pick up some trails for some blacktails along the way. I ain't gonna lie, I'm surprised we've not had any yet. I think it's now along that water's edge that I was sort of travelling along. I think it's now going to come into whitetail drink times. If I remember rightly, blacktail tend to drink early hours of the morning and then late into the evening. They like dawn and dusk for drink times. So by the time we hit Belmont Lake, we might be coming into their drink time, or at least a rest zone up in that direction for them before they head to their drink time. So we'll see what we get. Speak of the devil, and they shall appear. We've got a female blacktail here right in front of us. She's travelling. Don't know if she's travelling with any others. Oh, that is a feed zone. So is she on her own? Be a shame if she is. Because when they're on their own, you don't want to take them out. Because if you kill the only animal that's using the feed zone, you lose the feed zone. But although she's on her own at the minute, in time, she could gather up other females or a male to come and join at the feed zone. Herds break up and herds gather. But I think since it's early game, it doesn't matter if we lose a zone, and we haven't had a kill yet. So what we'll go for, see if we can lay right down, see how close we can get without scaring her. If we get a little bit closer, we might be able to spot a male as well. So we're coming in pretty close. What I'd like to try and do is get a better angle out at her. We can come in from the side. Now, we would normally try and just hunt the bucks. The bucks are the trophies. But when you're just after rifle score, when you're just after getting some money, take out a doe. Like I say, just try not to take out the last doe. Well, she definitely appears to be on her own. The only other movement we're getting is from Steph. So we're going to try and get this shot. It should be easy. But once you hit record, nothing's ever easy. Especially when you get apprehensive. Don't worry about taking your time. Let your breath reset. It's the angle I don't like. That's the trouble. Stick one in the armpit. Just try and let it settle. That'll do. That's in the lung. There she is. She's down. So we're going to see if we can be cheeky. Notice how there was no calls and there was no one else running around. No one else. No other blacktail or whitetail running around. She was on her own. So we'll get up. But we're going to see if we can be cheeky and snag some of her tracks to help with our task of finding tracks. Although I have noticed that tracks haven't actually been showing up. See how nothing's highlighting? It's a little bit annoying. Yeah, I've been in and I've had a little look, and they are set to be coloured. We should have white tracks and we should have blue tracks, but it's just not happening. But if I have a look, they are showing up. 1 of 3 footprints found, and we'll claim her. She's not worth anything other than cash money and rifle score, so we'll take that. Oh, probably do, but there's the shot straight in the lung. There we go. So yeah, this is her track here. Obviously it's gone now because she's not there. But that's going to make this hard to find tracks, isn't it? Because they're not showing. This used to be a thing way back when. I didn't think we'd get stuck with missing tracks in 2023, 2024. But nonetheless, we have our next point of interest. Note by R. Hope. His survival list: cutting tool, cover, flint and steel, rope, container, awareness and curiosity. Added to the index. Alright, so down this way we have Belmont Lake. Like I say, this is normally a hotbed, a hive of activity. But with our tracks not showing, who knows what we're going to do. So to fix the visual issue I was having, I've been in and out of the save a few times and everything seems to be okay now. we can spot, we can get outlines. I'm pretty sure we can get tracks. So we've got another female here, but I'm pretty certain the other side of these trees is a male. So we're going to see if we can get a bit closer. We'll take her tracks, because then that'll be 2 tracks. But there was definitely... There we go. What we got? That was a Roosevelt. There's definitely a call. There we go. Do you think he's going to just see us? He should do. Really. We'll see if we can just wait for him to turn. We'll take a buck if we can get him to turn. Oh, I think that's a little bit low. I think that's stomach. Hopefully he'll go down from that though. But we'll go mark up the track. Some of that should be 2 blacktails for us. Like I said in the first one, I know all the mechanics that I need to do. I'm just not very good at doing it. And to say a little out of practice at the minute. You should have... Where's that female gone? That's a Roosevelt. Perhaps it was a... I didn't read it. Perhaps it was a female Roosevelt that I was looking at. Anyway, this is a male. So we'll go grab him. He won't have gone far. Oh, what I should be doing is... getting Steffi to track it. Although we can see him. He's there. Get the dog to track. The more you get them to track, the better they get at it. Excellent. Thank you very much. So we shall praise. So we've got another blacktail over there. Mating call. That was a male. Right, so we'll just confirm this one. And we've got gold, so that's not bad. That's not bad. We'll take a gold. It's a fairly small gold, but that's not too bad. So we'll save. So we're going to have a little one of them. We'll share that. But we'll save the harvest. We're not going to tax the demise yet. Well, we've got... Oh, I'm full from my other... Okay. Okay. Right, manage that. So although we're on a new save, our saved ones are all the same. So he's 149. I'll tell you what we'll do. Sounds awful. We'll overwrite all these as we go along. So I want to get rid of all these so that we can't stick them in the lodge. So these were my small golds I was comparing against and the different furs I was collecting. So there we go. So we've just got our 149. There we are. And that was the shot. Oh, we got, what we get? Flesh, stomach, liver. Yeah. Nice. So that's our mating call. We'll see if we can go find them. So we've got some tracks here. This could possibly be our 3rd set of blacktail. Which it is. So could you help me out with some more hunting? Stuck preparing my camp again. So he would like us to harvest 2 Blacktail Deer in Beaumont. Which, if we have a look, is this area again. So we're going to continue to head down to where I wanted to go, to Beaumont Lake. And we'll see if we can get 2 more blacktail down there. So just over the ridge, we've got a female. We did have a startled male. There he is. So we're going to see if we can let them calm down. They may have a feed or a rest spot here. And we could even try and call them out. If they settle down a little bit, we could try and call them out with the bleater. We might even try and do that. Where's the bleater? just as we came over the crest. They were just the other side, so we were literally on top of them. Now, I normally have the volume turned right up so I can hear all the footsteps, but when you've got your dog companion with you, he makes a fair bit of noise as well. So it's not always easy to tell what's him and what's deer. Now, we're not exactly well hidden, but if anything comes through... There we go. That is why I normally get rid of the dog pretty quick. So I waited a while for them to see if they'd return. And then I ventured off after following them. So the female, she's back. Has she brought the male with her? That's the question. Now, we don't need a male. I just prefer to have a male over a female. Let's give him a little bleat. I mean, she's no challenge. That's sort of part of the problem, isn't it? She should be down. We got rabbits. So just remember, I've still got my tracks for a male over there. Oh, not a very good shot at all, that one. I think we're just off and caught a bit too much leg rather than the actual chest. So this could be a bit of a track. Let's get Steph on it. Well, that shot must have been a hell of a lot worse than I thought it was. We're still tracking. And if I bring up the map, you'll see we've tracked all this way. This is where we shot her. She's not dropped yet because the hunting pressure hasn't turned up. But she's still bleeding. So we're going to keep going. Well, I've called Steffi back to our last known blood stain twice now. And even she hasn't been able to locate. But we do have, although we don't deserve it, a male in front of us. So let's see if we can call him out. So here he comes straight at us. Now again, my attempts at heart shots have been pretty piss poor. So we'd like it if we could get him to turn side on. Or mate, turn to your side. Oh, not complete turn around. Come on, mate. I don't think he was going to turn, so we had to go for it. We didn't have to go for it, we could have waited longer, but we just need these blacktails so we can move on with this quest, I think. Oh, the sooner I can get off these soft points, the better. That was another terrible one. I think with a polymer, that would have been both of these would have been hard shots. Alright, well, if the female didn't go down, I can't see him going down. Let's check the map. So we've got no hunting pressure here. Oh, we've still no hunting pressure where we shot her. It's not looking good. So with both of those attempts at bringing down a blacktail failing miserably, we're heading back to Beaumont Lake. Now up here, just to north of Beaumont Lake, startled a couple of females, went and found where they were. I was expecting it to be like a rest zone or a feed zone, but it was marked up as a drinking zone way up there. So that could reach all the way down. But we're now going to start coming up to the evening, which used to be drink time for blacktails in the evening. So hopefully we'll get something happen around the lake. Hopefully the wind's going to change direction on us as well. It's pretty typical for you to be heading in towards a good area and the wind creep around behind you. There we go. There's a blacktail. Unfortunately by herself. Now we're going to struggle, like I said, we'll struggle to get in unless the wind changes position. Now if I just check. Just two blacktail, doesn't have to be male. It doesn't matter too much if she's on her own. She's 120 meters away. Just I'd rather not wipe a zone out, that's all. What I'd normally do is take a little bit more time, and I will in between trying to do these episodes. Just walk around this lake, maybe for like 2 days straight, just keep looping around it, because it's a really good one for different deer at different times of day. Down the bottom, the south of the lake, you tend to get your elk and your whitetails, or I used to anyway. Elk and whitetail down there, blacktail up here. bear. Certainly been known to get bear here. You always get a lot of ducks. You work this area well, and you can get some really good kills on here. So let's see if we can actually bring one down, shall we? There you go, girl. That was a good splash. Good splash of red. She's going down. So there are more of them about. Someone gave us a shout over there. Blacktail gives a warning. Let's get our binos back out. Got cries from everywhere. Where are you? Because they're all coming from within that one drink. Here we go, we'll mark up the ducks. They're coming from that one or two drink zones. I am slightly annoyed at myself for losing those two shots. Hopefully we'll stumble across them and be able to bring them down. It's not nice that they're out there hurt. We like to try and be as ethical as we can. I mean, they may be her trots on the way down. Don't think so, because we marked her up and they weren't flashing. What we want is to stumble across a nice big herd. Oh, they are hers that she's flashing now. You want to stumble across a nice big herd. One that we can manage, rather than just having singles or just the odd pair every now and then. So we'll take her. She's alright. In the lung. So yeah, when I've been going from the front, we're hitting about here. As you can see, if we bring it round again, penetration, we've got to go in all the way through that. That's a lot of meat for these soft point bullets. As you can see, that has count towards the harvest, 2 blacktails, and it does give us a bit of money, and it goes towards the rifle score. And there we are. We found another pair of blacktails. How far away is that? About 250. Let's see if we can work our way around, see if we get closer to them. Now, since I can't really see their location from the angle that we're coming from, I've set my waypoint marker in the map on top of the spot location. So then we can keep track of how close we get, and we can sort of slow ourselves down accordingly. So once we get to about 100, we're going to go from this fast crouch walk to the slow crouch walk, hopefully not startling them. You'll see as from the volume down on the bottom right, if we go from this is the fast crouch. Oh, no, we weren't slow crouch. This is fast crouch. Slow crouch. So this is where we want to be at about 100. Possibly even drop into our belly as we come through the bush, because the bush will make noise. And then we can still remain above them from across the body of water, I hope. So our female is still here. There we go, our male is there, so we just need to get a better look on him, just to make sure that he's not partially under a crest or the other side of a hill. So by the looks of it, it's just the 2 of them, and he appears to be just in the tall grass. So, hopefully, we're going to have to try and bino. Okay, so we can sort of see his outline. Oh, that was a bit low. Tried to put a second shot in him. I think the second one missed. Let's go see what damage we did. Fortunately for us, the map and the hunting pressure, or the map and the hunter mate, sorry, has shown hunting pressure pretty quick. I think the first shot was good enough. Yeah, he's down pretty much straight away. The second shot might have gone in. We might have got 2 in the lung. Also triggered a... Yeah, oh, look, we got an organ hit here. Big splatter. Plenty of jam. And, yeah, we triggered another drink zone over there. So we've got plenty of drink zones. And there you go, plenty of jam on this one. And we've got ourselves another gold, which is nice. He is a small gold. Look at that score. He's only just, so hopefully he'll come back. He'll grow. Yeah, that's good. We'll take that. We'll take that. So we can see first, oh, it just clicked on the second shot. First shot right in, nice and clean. We're going to save that as well because keep our golds for now. Bears, huh? I knew it. I usually don't care about the antlers, but I'd like a nice pair to use. Okay. So if we press read more, what does that come up with? Oh, that brings it up. Harvest 2 male black deer and earn a quick kill bonus of 50 or higher. So we need to get good shots in on them. And also our second one for Doc is to travel to Chile, harvest whitetail or blacktail at night. So we're probably going to give those a crack next time out. Thankfully we did find our blacktail that we needed for this one. Unfortunately we did have those poor shots earlier. I'm just going to walk around this lake for a little bit, try and mark up some need zones, and I'll head back to the lodge and we'll hunt from there tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, give it a big fat thumbs up down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell notification on, find out when new videos are going live. As always, comments and feedback down there. You guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Here's a little bonus for you. I told you this was a hot spot. Look at them coming in. Now that we're not necessarily in need, we'll come and get these later. These will be for the next one.